Your Weather Authority forecast with Josh Rugger. Certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
Significant severe weather potential is in the forecast for this afternoon across a large part of the country, including northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. This is the latest day one convective outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. I am going to see an update to this within the next 10 minutes or so we're very interested to see what exactly happens here. But right now, northwest Arkansas and the River Valley is under level 4 out of 5 moderate risk of severe weather. This does include areas along and west of I-49. That does include Benton, Washington, Crawford, and Sebastian County. Level 3 to 5 enhanced risk for the rest of the Fox 24 coverage area. All modes of severe weather will be possible as early as 1 p.m. this afternoon and continuing throughout the late afternoon and evening hours. You can see that reflected here as we break down each threat. By far, the greatest concern right now is the potential for strong to intense tornadoes between EF2 and EF5 strength. Every single county has that potential, though. As you get a little bit farther to the west, that potential starts to increase just a little bit. We could also see large hailstones over softball size possible, so over 4 inches in diameter. Again, that risk increasing as you get a little bit farther to the west, along with damaging wind gusts up to 75 miles per hour. But right now, satellite radar is quiet, which is very concerning because the models were showing widespread shower and storm development this morning. Maybe a few showers starting to spark there in Tulsa, but otherwise, skies are clear. That's going to allow temperatures to warm up very quickly. That's also going to allow the stationary front to shift a little bit farther to the north as more of that low-level moisture starts to deepen across our weather coverage area. You can see that surging off to the north there as you see those wind barbs, especially over central Oklahoma right now. Notice how that moisture is pulling into Oklahoma City. Dew points in the upper 60s to lower 70s from Dallas up into central Oklahoma. Still in the middle of the upper 60s in northwest Arkansas, which is pretty high, but those dew points will get even higher by the time we get to the afternoon and evening hours. And obviously, we're going to have plenty of fuel for shower and storm development. I think these models are struggling just a little bit, though, because remember, it's showing shower and storm development this morning, so the instability may not be as great as what we actually see. However, notice at 4 p.m., clearly some supercell thunderstorms starting to develop over eastern Oklahoma where those instability holes are in place. That will move into northwest Arkansas as we go throughout the rest of the day today into the evening hours, with additional thunderstorms possible through early Tuesday morning. So let's time it all out on Future Track for you. Temperature's going to start warming up into the lower to middle 80s today. I think this model might be underdoing those temperatures just a little bit, but notice at 1 p.m., a few scattered showers and storms starting to develop over central Oklahoma. Those will quickly grow severe. We'll have the potential to rotate as they move into northwest Arkansas. Notice the timing of these storms as well, right around 3 to 4 p.m. That is the greatest concern with this particular storm system, folks. You're going to be heading back home from work and school, and you may encounter these showers and storms. So it is imperative that you stay weather aware, perhaps have a backup plan in place. You do not want to be caught on the roadways with the potential for rotating thunderstorms. That first batch of energy should move out of northwest Arkansas at 6 p.m. Additional heavy rain possible in the River Valley. However, that's not going to be the last of the shower and storm potential, not by a long shot. We've got more thunderstorms that are going to be developing along the cold front. Notice here how temperatures remain in the lower to middle 70s, so instability is still in place right around 7 to 8 p.m. This is also going to see a little bit of an increase in the low-level wind shear, especially as that low-level jet starts to increase, so the tornado potential will once again be increased as we go throughout the evening hours. Notice at 9 to 10 p.m., that gnarly line of showers and storms moving through northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, continuing to progress off to the east as we go throughout the overnight hours tonight before all that energy finally shifts east of the area by the time you wake up early Tuesday morning. So definitely going to be a system that we have to watch very closely. All these models are showing some spins in the atmosphere. You can actually see that reflected here on Future Track. Notice here that spin right there that's located just southwest of Tahlequah right around 4 p.m. today. That moves into Adair County and into Washington County. The models have been remarkably consistent with this supercell rotating through Washington County. We'll have to watch that very closely. Also got some supercells rotating just south of the Fort Smith area and Scott and Sebastian County, with additional thunderstorms once again possible as we go throughout the evening hours. Again, those will have the potential to rotate and spin as well. So definitely imperative that you keep a close eye on radar. High temperatures today in northwest Arkansas in the low to middle 80s. We're going with about a 90% chance of showers and storms mainly after 3 p.m. Middle 80s possible in the River Valley as well, with overnight lows dropping off into the middle to upper 60s. Before we wrap this up, got to talk about the flooding potential because it is something that concerns me as well. We do have a flood watch in effect for most of northwest Arkansas and portions of the River Valley. This flood watch starts at 1 p.m. this afternoon, goes until Tuesday at 7 a.m. And notice how that flooding potential increases the farther east you go. Right now we have a level 3 and a 4 moderate risk of widespread flash flooding in place for the higher terrain of northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Again, these supercells may train over the same areas which could produce very heavy rainfall and lead to significant flooding potential. So folks, make sure you download that free Weather Authority app. Great resource to have when we have severe weather moving through the area. You can scan that QR code on your screen. You can also find that on the Google Play and Apple App Store. Obviously, we have an alert day in place for today. 90% chance of showers and storms in the forecast. High is going to meander in the middle to upper 70s as we move throughout the rest of this week. Wednesday looking nice and quiet, but man, oh man, more thunderstorm potential this weekend, and that could lead to another risk of severe weather. So we'll have to watch that very, very closely for our weather coverage area. River Valley high temperatures in the lower to middle 80s over the next couple of days. 90% chance of showers and storms mainly this afternoon, with temperatures meandering in the middle to upper 70s to lower 80s as we go throughout the weekend into the early part of next week. So obviously, guys, very active. Download that Weather Authority app. If we do have life-threatening weather, we'll be on Facebook. We'll also be here on Fox 24 and KNWA. Again, main timing, I think, for those rotating supercells is going to be between about 3 to 7 p.m. I think that's going to be the sweet spot. So that's as you're heading back home from work and school. Do not be caught out in these storms. And I'll tell you what, we need to go to break right now because we have an update on the severe weather risk. I'm going to show you that right after this break.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Looking forward to it.